So I've just spent the last few days going down a massive rabbit hole, and what I've done is I've analysed the landing pages of 50 of the biggest gyms in the world, and I've done this to understand what is it about the best gyms in the world and their landing pages that makes people want to convert themselves into leads and ultimately members. But what I'm not going to do in this video is just give you my opinions. I've gone and found supporting evidence from experts, so this backs up what I've discovered, so don't just take it from me, you can also take it from the experts. And honestly, some of the stuff that I found has really made me change the way that I look at landing pages. So if you're in the fitness industry, you have a gym, you're an online coach, and you're using paid ads to funnel traffic through to a landing page that's not converting, then you are really wasting just a lot of money. And based off this research, I have seen a lot of companies that are probably wasting quite a lot of money on their ads because they haven't fully optimized their landing pages. And to be honest, most of the changes that need to be made aren't massive rehauls. These are quick changes that would probably take them about 30 minutes to execute. And based off what the experts are saying, these simple changes could sometimes double, if not triple, the number of conversions that the landing pages are generating. So in this video, I'm going to break down 3 must-haves for a landing page, the essential things that must be on every single landing page, and then 2 optional extras if you're feeling like you want to make it as good as possible. So must-have element number 1 was a headline that actually hooks people in. So the first thing that jumped out to me, and this was pretty clear from even the first 10 landing pages that I looked at, were all of these highly effective landing pages had a very bold headline that hooked me in and grabbed my attention straight away. Now, Russell Brunson, the CEO of ClickFunnels, which is probably the biggest funnel landing page creation software that's available right now, he talks about the importance of a headline a lot in his books about landing pages. The main thing that he speaks about is matching your headline with where your audience are at mentally. And honestly, after reviewing these 50 landing pages, I can see why he goes on about this stuff so much. And to be honest, the landing pages that I thought weren't as optimized had headlines like "Get fit this year" or "Join our gym now." Now, it's obvious that these headlines aren't speaking to any specific pain points or desired outcomes that their target audience have right now. The best headlines that I saw followed this very specific pattern. They called out exactly what their target audience wants, they gave it a time frame, and they made it achievable. And the reason they're able to do this is because these people have a very deep understanding of their target audience, and they truly understand what their pain points are right now and what their desired outcomes are, so they can speak directly to the emotions of their target audience. Must-have element number 2 was a no-brainer offer. This was another massive thing that was separating the good landing pages from the bad ones. And we all know Alex Hormozi, and he has got a book specifically talking about offers and how important they are. In Alex Hormozi's book, $100 Million Offers, he talks a lot about creating an offer that provides disproportionate value, basically making it so that any person that comes across the offer feels a bit stupid to say no. And these are the exact type of offers that I saw on the landing pages that I thought were going to be the highest performing. One of the headlines that I was analyzing had a great offer, which was sign up now and receive a complimentary nutrition and training guide worth £250. But these weren't just free guides, they also came with nutrition planning templates, workout planning templates, and private communities so they could ask questions with professionals. And then if you look at the weaker landing pages, they were offering things like book now for a free trial or get your free consultation. And to be honest, there's not really a lot of value in these offers, okay? It's hard to build excitement around coming in for a free consultation. So what I've learned is offers, they need to try and solve multiple problems in one go. So you don't just give people access to your gym, you give them a clear roadmap on how they can solve their problems and all the tools that they need to get to the desired outcome that they're looking for. It needs to be as easy as possible for them to reach their goals and solve their problems. Must-have element number 3 is a very clear call to action that is easy to find on the page. Now, of course, this one does sound obvious, but I think you'd be surprised with how many landing pages I came across that missed the mark on this. The highest converting landing pages that I came across had a very big, clear call to action button that was pretty much jumping off the screen. And again, Russell Brunson talks about how we need to have a very clear call to action button that's above the fold and very easy to find. Also, the data does back up that this is a very smart move when you're trying to increase the number of conversions that your landing page is generating. So when you're trying to make your call to actions as clear as possible, I would make the buttons in vibrant colors that contrast the rest of your page with very clear action modes on them. So things like click here to join now or click here to start your transformation. And there shouldn't just be one button. This button should appear multiple times throughout your landing page. So don't just stick your call to actions at the top or at the bottom. You need to strategically place them throughout your landing page so people have multiple opportunities to say yes to your offer. Okay, so those are the must-haves, but here are some bonus tips. And the first one is social proof that gets people to trust you. Now, this wasn't one of the main things that was in every single landing page, but it was in a lot of the good ones. And again, Alex Hormozy talks about this a lot in his books, but case studies, testimonials, success stories, these all act as massive risk removal tools for the audience. So if you have social proof, then you need to make sure that you're putting all of it on your landing page. But a key here is your testimonials can't be generic. So not just a screenshot of a text that says, I love your gym. You need to have specific results that you have generated for your clients. So how much weight have they lost? What physical feat have they achieved? They need to be very specific. So an example of this could be a member talking about how they've lost 20 pounds in 6 months because of the program that they bought from you. And I think what this comes down to is people want to visualize their own success in the success stories that you are putting onto your landing page. So if you're targeting busy mums, then you need to try and show as many success stories with other busy mums. And bonus tip number 2 is mobile phone optimization. This one is massive, and to be honest, this is another one that really shocked me when I was doing this research. Data and Russell Brunson say that the majority of your traffic is going to be on mobile devices, but a lot of the landing pages that I landed on were obviously designed on a desktop or on a laptop, and these people were just hoping that it would then optimize for a mobile phone. But the really high converting landing pages look just as good as they did on laptop on my phone. The text was readable, the buttons were very easy to tap, and the forms were really easy to fill out. So what I would actually recommend that you do when you are building out your landing pages is to create them on the mobile phone view rather than using any sort of desktop viewer. Like I say, the majority of your traffic is going to be coming from mobile phone devices, so it's going to make sense for you to prioritize that over desktop. So there you go, those are my essential and my bonus tips, and these are the things that truly do separate the good from the bad landing pages. And obviously it is in your best interest to have a high converting landing page. If you're paying for ads and you're pushing your traffic through to a poorly optimized landing page, then you are literally burning money. So if you are doing this, then turn off your ads, go and fix your landing page before you start to spend any more money on ads. So if you enjoyed this and you found it useful, give it a like. And if you're interested in learning about other ways how you can market your fitness business through effective marketing, then watch the video on the screen now.